And there you go. Not too
The
shabby
worth
at
of
all.
a culture.
Hey everybody, it's Gamer Grampz here. Today we are going to be playing with one of the Civ 6 new civilizations. Well, not quite. The new personality of an old civilization here in order to do a Deity difficulty level culture rush game. And we're looking to try and beat 100 turns or less. I have just beaten 109 turns on my first attempt at this on a different map that was with normal settings. So we're going to be tweaking things up and seeing if we can get it under 100 turns or not. So if that sounds like something you might want to watch, then definitely stick around. If you want to get good at Civ 6, then subscribe and click the bell to keep up with this channel. Alright, so this is definitely an interesting strategy with her. Be forewarned, this isn't going to help you learn how to do culture games with any other civilization. This idea and strategy is tailored specifically to Catherine here. It will only work with her and nobody else, and I'll get into the specifics of that just shortly. If you do want to skip past where I talk about the strategy and how we're going to do things and whatnot, then I'll put a link, or I'll put a timestamp at the top of the comment section. It'll be pinned at the top there that you can just click and jump to the start of the actual gameplay. Other than that though, let's get into the specifics. So I just finished doing a test run with this strategy and I managed to win on turn 108, and that was with all normal settings except for I did play with New World Age and Wet Rainfall. So what we're going to do just for fun here, the strategy already works, so if you're watching this to learn the strategy, stick around and do that. However, I am going to dick around with some of the settings here, and I just want to see out of the curiosity if I can like make the best possible map for us. If I can actually come in under 100 turns on a win, that would be pretty freaking crazy. So I don't normally play around with this stuff too much. However, I am going to this time. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to put it onto a large map for 10 players, and we're going to get rid of 2 of the players, so that way everybody will hopefully have a lot of room between them, so that we'll be able to expand very quickly without being hemmed in by other civilizations. So we're going to bump up the city-states by 3 just because we got rid of 2 entire civilizations there, so that way there is still some, it's not too congested, and there's yeah, anyways, I'm tired. It's 5 in the morning. I shouldn't even be recording this, to be honest, but what the hell, why not? I just finished playing a couple hours ago and I was like, you know what the hell, let's do it. Anyway, so we're going to put that on map size to large and do all that stuff. We're going to put the resources to abundant, and we're going to put the world age to new and the rainfall to wet. So nothing too crazy other than the abundant resources. I normally don't play with that on. However, I figured, what the hell, why not? Let's give it a shot here and see if I can get it under 100 turns for this win. Again, like I said, I just finished a couple hours ago winning on turn 108 with a normal map with not abundant resources and all that shit. So the strategy is definitely viable. You don't have to tailor and tweak things like we are here, but what the hell, why not? So let's get into this, and I'll explain briefly what the strategy is when the screen pops up here in a second and Sean Bean's done doing his thing. All right, so there's a little bit to go through here, and I literally do mean that a very little bit, because none of this shit really matters to us except for the top one here. So we have Catherine's Magnificences. Improved luxury resources adjacent to theater square districts or chateau receive +2 culture. Don't really care about that, to be honest. Even if we were playing a normal game and not using the strategy that we're using right now, I really don't think it's that special at all. I think that they should have done it that the theater square districts or the chateaus themselves receive the +2 culture. However, it does not work that way. It's the improved luxury resources themselves that get the bonus culture. So it doesn't help you with your adjacency bonuses for your theater squares at all. So I just really think it's basically pretty tame. However, with that being said, because her second part of this bonus is so just absolutely ridiculous, I don't really care about that. That's fine. That's kind of crappy, because this next part is just so ridiculously powerful. So she may initiate the court festival project in any city with a theater square district, and that's it. We win the game. Game over. We might as well just stop right now. No, I'm kidding. I'm being stupid because it's 5 in the morning and I'm overtired, but we will get into this specifically once we get into the map, and we'll pull it up in the Civilopedia and quickly go through it. However, that's literally all we need to know, is that we can do the court festival project in any city as long as it has a theater square district. That's it. That's all you need to know. You don't need any special tech other than drama and poetry. So it's available very early to us, and that is what our entire strategy is going to focus around. So none of this other crap matters. The Grand Tour, like, you get the production towards Era Wonders. I mean, the tourism from wonders from any area is 100%, so we're going to get an extra like 2 tourism because we're going to build 1 wonder probably in order to get the boost to drama and poetry, and that's about it. Other than that, again, the medieval Renaissance, and we're not going to be doing those wonders like 99.9% sure, so let's not worry about that. And the same thing with those, these come into the game so late that they're not going to matter for us, and like not even for era score really, I don't think. Without further ado, let's just jump in and see what we have to work with. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, well, not too shabby, I suppose. Would have definitely liked some more resources, but oh well, it will be good enough for us for now. Okay, so first things first, we are going to turn the music back on. I always have to have the music off when I'm doing the intros to the games, because the splash screen music, like the music at the very beginning of the game, whoever the artist that they paid to do their theme song, they copyright strike you for having it in there. So yeah, we'll get that back. Hopefully once we settle our city, the music will actually kick in here. I am going to settle in place. We'll at least have a 2-2 tile to start working because we're on a plains hill, and obviously we're at fresh water, so that's okay. It would have been nice to have more luxuries, however, beggars can't be choosers. So let's go ahead. We're going to start on a scout immediately. Now, as far as what we are going to plan for our little city here, nothing too crazy by any means. We will be planning to do pyramids right there, and their theater square right there. Wait. My bad. We'll do the theater square here, because we'll have chopped these by that point. And actually, we might not even do the government plaza here, because we might not have enough chops. Because I would like to get a lot of settlers out, so we'll definitely be doing the theater square there, but we might find a better location for our government plaza if there's a city with a lot more shops nearby. Alright, so what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be focusing our entire game around her court festival here. So taking a look at it, when complete, this project awards 50 culture and 50 tourism on standard speed based on the number of excess copies of luxury resources France possesses. Jesus, I can't even talk today. So we are going to focus everything around that. We are basically going to be luxury whores. We are going to be trying to expand as quickly as we possibly can, finding the most possible luxuries that are available for each city location. Like, other than our first 2 cities that we're gonna found, I don't care if our cities are in fresh water. None of that matters to me. It's the only thing that matters is how many luxury resources they have within their 3 rings of the city, and ideally as close to the city center as possible, so we have to buy as little amount of tiles as possible. So the other thing that we are going to be doing completely different than in a normal game, because our festival is unlocked at the theater square, we are literally going to be avoiding, like, we're going to be avoiding technology and avoiding civics as much as we humanly can in order to keep the district price down. Because if you don't know, every time you get 2 technologies or 2 civics or 1 of each, like whatever, just like 2 of them in general, the price of your districts goes up, the price of buying tiles goes up, and so does the price of city projects, like the production amount required to complete those special projects that we want to do. So we are going to be doing everything that we possibly can in order to limit the amount that we get, so that everything is as cheap as humanly possible for us, so that we can get as many of them as quickly as we can, because that is the name of the game. So this, like I said, this is a very specific strategy tailored to her, and only this specific version of her. This will not work with any other civilization, so take that for what it is, and let's enjoy the ride and have some fun here. So meanwhile, Hey everybody, Gamer Grampz here. I'm quickly interrupting just to say that if you're enjoying the video, please do me a favor and leave a like on it if you haven't already. It does really go a long way towards helping the channel get discovered, and clearly, you know it by now, I'm special. I need all the help I can get, right? We don't really have anything immediately that's available as far as luxuries go, which is a little bit unfortunate. In a perfect world, we would have gotten some like animal husbandry or mining luxuries right near us, but oh well. What we'll do instead is go for animal husbandry in order to unlock horses on the map, just because not only will we hopefully get some luxuries that require like camps in order to do them, but more importantly, we would like to get our next two cities as good as they can be. You want to get the cornerstone of your empires, the first three cities that we're going to be laying, like our capital and two other ones. And other than that, like I said, the only things that we're going to care about is luxuries. Like, I'll be willing to settle cities that aren't even fresh water, and I don't even care, just because we'll be just chopping our theater square and that festival, and that's literally all we want from them is just the luxuries. So we got our first scout done. Let's immediately go into another scout here and let us head up to the north, and we'll kind of go northwest, and then with our next scout we'll go southeast. And we'll keep our we'll keep our warrior here fairly close by. We did get a first meet there on Presloff, so that is nice. It'll help us with production in the capital, so we will take that. Let's zoom past there. But as I was trying to say there, we don't want to go too far with our warrior because we want to be able to take care of barbarians as quickly as humanly possible. Alright, another first meet on Kabul. So far so good. And inspiration for military tradition. So that's kill a barbarian camp for Kabul's second one. And then train a spearman. So with any luck, we might be able to get the boost for that other one there. For, what was it, Kabul or Preslov? Kabul. We might be able to get an early suzerain on them if things work out. We'll have to see how it goes. Alright, so it looks like we're up along a big lake right here. I swear, playing this strategy is just so weird because it just everything you're used to doing is just completely on its ass. Like, I need to pay so much attention to our civics and our technologies and stuff. It's just ludicrous, but it's really fun. And like I said, this map is all rigged because we put like the abundant resources and shit on. But I played a normal map before this when I test run the strategy, and I won on 108 turns. So yeah, it is really fun to do, but it requires you to like min-max and like stay on top of things. Otherwise, you're gonna really add to the amount of time that it's gonna take you to get things done. I'm gonna go for a builder here before we get our settler. It's not that I can really do much of anything at this point with it. However, we can, for one, explore a little bit until we do have more to do, but then also we can use it once we build our second city to hopefully get some resources up at the second city. Ooh, okay, there's a barb over here, so that is good. We'll be able to get over there and take care of them fairly quickly. And a goody hut there. I'll take it. Alright, so far, not a whole... Ooh, I see two luxuries over there. Like I said, oh, I didn't even see those. Oh, never mind, there's a whole bunch there. One second. So, really, it's so weird, but I really do mean it. That, like, fresh water, none of it matters. Like, literally, all that matters is frickin' getting luxuries. So, like, I'm literally considering settling right here. Not for one of our first cities. But hopefully we don't bump into anybody right away and we're not pressured to settle this quickly and we can settle that later. Because ideally I would like to get fresh water and have like an actual decent city for my first one. Let's take a quick look down here. Alright, so there will be 3 here. Which is so. Yeah, let's keep looking over here. Oh, never mind, that's a lot more than 3 now. And that would give us our boost towards irrigation too, as we'd be able to settle one of these. So that would be 4, 5. Alright, so that looks like a good spot because we have lots of luxuries there. Generally speaking, for our first, well, not for our first, but for most of our cities, we're gonna try to settle at least 4 or 5 luxuries per settle, like per city that we're settling, and we're gonna be looking to settle between 8 and 10 cities at the maximum. We probably won't get any more than that out. Yeah, I was just looking at whether I was gonna wait for Code of Laws to finish, but no, I'm not. Oh, nice. That was actually super awesome, getting another scout. Normally, I'd be like, so, but with this particular strategy, frickin' the more scouts, the merrier. Like, I was already going to be planning to build, like, 3 or 4 scouts in the ancient era here, as it was, so that actually saved us a bunch of production. So, meanwhile, let's head down to the southeast with that one. Just wanted to take a sec to let you know I'm now an official partner of Fanatical Games. They're a great company that you can buy 100% guaranteed official game keys from, which is great because you purchase a Steam key so you don't have to worry about using a different installer like Epic Games or EA's Origin. You can find links in the description down below for both the Windows and Mac versions of the games I usually cover on the channel. But if you're buying anything else, just leave a comment below and I can give you a link for any game you're looking to buy. Believe it or not, they have deals on regularly that are even cheaper than purchasing directly from Steam itself. A perfect example of this is the New Frontier Pass for Civ 6. I literally bought it directly from Steam yesterday when it was launched, only to find out that it's on sale for 12% cheaper at Fanatical for the next 6 days. So before grabbing your next game, consider checking out fanatical.com to help yourself and help support me at the same time. Okay, so we got animal husbandry up online, so we see some horsies. I would like to get them on as quickly as possible, but I don't want to settle a shitty city with no luxuries just for the horses. It would be, if we could trade luxuries, that would be ideal. Like, we want it to basically make as much money as we possibly can, as quickly as we possibly can. But anyways, taking a look here at the map, it looks like we have marble, incense, citrus, and am I blind? Or just forget, oh yeah, olives, right? Yeah, okay, so 3 irrigation and 1 mining. So we're gonna go ahead and get the mining first. Actually, no. Do we have a tile to boost, to build a farm on? Yeah, we can build a farm right there. Okay, so yeah, or right there. Yeah, down here, because this is the better city anyway. Not by much, though. Sorry, it's 5 in the morning. I'm tired. I'm not playing my A game. But anyways, because 3 of our luxury resources on our continent are unlocked by irrigation, I'm not really worried about mining too much. Like, we will need to get it eventually for chopping and stuff. Actually, you know what? It might make sense to get this stone up online, which will give us the boost towards masonry, which we need to get for our pyramids anyway. So yeah, I'll change my mind. We're gonna go towards mining first. Okay, so there's that barbarian scout again. Hopefully we can find that camp pretty soon. And let's keep heading down yonder. I just really would like to find a better second city location than what we're dealing with so far, if at all possible. So now, like, I'm gonna get these scouts to scout away from each other now. I just wanted to get this figured out faster if I could. Yeah, let's go ahead and cross the river. Ooh. Hello. Okay, we actually might have a really nice location here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that gets us 4 plus the horses. Yeah. And then that actually has more chops, so we're not going to do our government plaza here. We'll do the government plaza up here. So we will want to... It'll be less culture, but we'll go ahead and just put it here. Alright. So that is definitely going to be our second city up to the north here. Let's try and find a nice spot for our third city. Meanwhile here, we could hit them right away. However, I'm going to pivot over to the side here and move into the rainforest in order to have a little bit better defense in case they start spawning units. Oh. Alright, sure. And we have company there. It sounds like a bar camp just spawned closer to us as well, so let's just take a look and check our relationship here. It's -5, so that's not as bad as it could be. Which, if you have -7, you're pretty much, your relationship is fucked right away. Let's check her agenda here. Wants to settle coastal cities. Like, okay, so we should be able to trigger her agenda since we're not going to be setting very coastal anyways. So we'll send our delegation immediately. We'll still have a negative relationship in general with her at first. However, we should be able to kind of get around that fairly quickly by appeasing her agenda and then paying for open borders and stuff like that. All right. Okie dokie. Nice, and they went back. They didn't see the barbarian camp, I guess. Kind of cut off their vision. So that is nice. Let's go ahead and take it. Hit on them there. Let's go ahead and start working towards foreign trade for now. And then as far as their policies go, we're going to put survey in for the double experience for our scouts because we want them to get promoted as quickly as we can, and put in God King so that we can start working towards our Pantheon with the +1 faith. Meanwhile, let's pop across the river here and we'll grab that goody hut next turn. And then here, since it's going to take all of our turn. Yeah, let's just move across the river. Now, anyways, we finished our builder there. Let's immediately start on a settler. In the meantime, let's go ahead and we'll buy this tile for them. And in 4 turns, we'll go ahead and get that up online. Alright, so it's looking like we're up against a huge lake here. Let's just double check that we can't get across it. No, we can't. Ooh, turtles. So in the meantime, we're going to heal back up here with our warrior. Let's see what's in the goody hut. Fingers crossed. +1 envoy. Not too shabby at all. We'll definitely hold on to that. Hopefully we can come across a culture city-state. Oh, I was gonna say, when I heard the ding and it was a city-state, I was like, fuck right off if that's a culture city-state. But however, we got Yerevan and we did get a first meet on them as well. So that is actually nice. It'll help us get to our it'll help us get to our pantheon that much quicker, like double as fast, because now we're getting a +1 faith per turn, so that is nice. Other than that, though, we don't really care about their suzerain bonus. So again, everything in with the strategy is just so weird. Like, what we're actually going to care about for suzerain, or for suzerain, how I'm making up words. Jesus. What we're actually going to look at for city-states and how we're going to target, like pick the ones we target to try and become suzerain of, is we're going to look for how many luxury resources they have in their territory or very close by to their territory. And that is what's going to determine which ones we target. Because, again, we don't want science. We don't want culture. We don't want, like, nothing. None of it matters at all. The only thing that matters is luxury resources. Like, it's very, very weird to get used to, but again, like I said, it really is a different way to play. Like, there's nothing like that, and that's why, like, I'm such a fan of all the different civilizations. Ooh, I'm just looking here and seeing if it wasn't for the loyalty, that would be great. We're gonna want to settle that fairly quickly, actually. But yeah, this would definitely be a nice city location in here somewhere. However, well, actually, you know what? The loyalty isn't that bad over here, especially if we... Yeah, we'll see. Most likely they're going to come here, so I'm not even going to pin stuff in here and have it get ruined by them. We'll deal with it when the time comes. Meanwhile, we still got 2 more turns left here to wait, so we'll go ahead and do so.
Deserves more credit than the wife of a comb.
Alright, so we finished mining. That is nice. Let's go ahead and build that quarry. Alright, so now that we got that, we'll start making our way towards pottery. Actually, no, we'll just go straight for masonry. I normally wait until I get to political philosophy before I chop wonders, but I literally only want the 1 wonder this time, so I think I'm going to do it without... I normally wait till political philosophy in order to get the autocracy government type, in order to get the extra 10% bonus towards it, but I don't think we'll do that since I literally only want 1 wonder, and that's all I'm going to make all game. I'll just say fuck it and chop it out in the capital. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep on poking about with our scout here. Hopefully we can find a nice location like in here somewhere with a lot of luxuries and still a good city. Like, there's actually quite a few up there. Right, so we could get 3 so far, but hopefully we can get more. There's a horse over there too. Alright, fingers crossed. Anywho, with this guy, our first city's going up there anyway, right? Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep heading that way and just use the 1 scout to clear out this area and see if there's anything better for us. In the meantime, I'm not going to bother following the coastline up, because generally speaking you run into barbarians like at the very north of the map there, so I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to start heading east with the scout, and then I'll eventually actually probably get another scout and start headed over there. Like, I wasn't kidding when I said I'm gonna have 3 or 4 scouts in this era. The reason being, like, it's so important to get out there and explore, because we need to meet everybody as soon as we possibly can. Like, the sooner we meet everybody, the better it is, because we have more time to establish good relationships with them, essentially. And then on top of that, also trade as many of our luxuries as quickly as we can, because ideally we would like to trade our luxuries at least twice before we need them, because you need to have all your luxuries, like, because when you trade them for 30 turns on standard time, so we need to have them all back before like turn 100 basically. So we have to be very cognizant of that as we get up to, like, say like turn 60. We don't want to sell anything after turn like 65. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a really weird strategy to get used to. Meanwhile, here, let's pop up onto the hill. Ugh. Alright, we got the boost of foreign trade, I guess. That's something. And we got... Ooh, a barb hut. I totally missed that. A barb hut spawned near us. And our warriors out to lunch. He's healed up. Just noticed they spawned a slinger too. That's a little bit unfortunate for us, but we'll survive. That's going to be a pain in the ass, though, that the scout found us right away, especially considering we want to settle towards the north. So instead of actually having this scout come to this east, I'm going to bring him back down and have him escort this settler up to that city up there. Yeah, I'll start having him come up. Oh, we gotta do this carefully. Alright, so I'm gonna back up here. Even if they come out, they can only come to right there, so then I'll be able to hit them. Ugh. We actually might lose that warrior if I want that barb camp. But anyways, meanwhile, our builder, we're going to get to come around that way. And our scout come down here. Oh, this is such nice land. But there's not very many luxuries. Whatever, good enough. We'll settle here. So that has 3. I think this had 5, yeah. We'll pin this one down as 5 just because most likely the incense and the citrus here are going to get swallowed up by Kabul before anything else. But look how many luxury resources Kabul has close by to it, so we are definitely going to target them for suzerainship. So that is actually real nice. And then here we will get 4, 5 from this city. You know what, though? We settled here. We get 2, 4. We get 8. So yeah, let's definitely plan on doing that instead. We do lose 1 chop, but that's not the end of the world. And then they'll plan to put their theater square there. And then that's actually perfect, because then in this city here, what we'll do is use this to chop our government plaza. So this one will be the theater square, and that will be the government plaza. Alright. That works for me. I think that's actually a real good plan. Alright. In the meantime, let's just keep exploring as quickly as we can. See, I'm worried. Well, I think it doesn't matter now. Like, we're either dead or we either survive or we don't, because we can't get away from them where they can't attack us anyway. You know what, whatever, I'll run. We'll still take the hit, but then hopefully we'll be able to lose them down here and heal up quickly before going back up there. Let's actually bring this scout over now that we've secured, or now that we know exactly what we're doing over here. Let's bring him towards the west here, and maybe between the scout and the warrior there, we can figure out a way to not die and then clear that barbarian camp with any luck. Yeah, this guy we're bringing down south. Alright, so we knew we were going to take that. Unfortunately, it didn't get us the promotion. However, now that we're in this rough terrain, they can't move into the terrain and attack us again, so we should be nice and safe. Alright, so we met Hong Kong. We did not get a first meet with them. Ooh. Ooh la la. We will definitely be going after the suzerainship of Hong Kong as well. So the two that we're going to pay attention to are, I think it was Preslav or Kabul? No, Kabul we're going to target first. And then Hong Kong next. And those are the only two that will probably end up being able to suzerain, even if we are able to get Hong Kong here. So the reason being is that Hong Kong gives you 20% production towards city projects. So that will translate into 20% boost towards our special court festivals that we'll be doing. So that will definitely be worth pursuing, as long as they don't get bogged down too much between... as long as they don't get bogged down too much by other civilizations pursuing them. Alright, so we finished a settler there. I think we're just immediately going to go into another settler. We might or might not consider settling here or here. They'll definitely be low priority settles if we do settle there. Alright, oh yeah, so this guy's coming to try and save our frickin' barbarian. Or our barbarian, our warrior. Okay, so far so good. Let's just sit here and heal up. And we'll try and get the scout there as quickly as we can. Meanwhile, here... Okay, so they look to be going towards the barbarians, so I think we're okay. Ooh, 3 luxuries there, too. Meanwhile, this builder's just gonna keep heading up towards here. Alright, nice. Things are coming along. So we might be headed into a dark age. That's the one thing about this. I've never hit a dark age yet. Like, I've only practiced the one time. I did start like a couple different times, like not recording, just when I was like practicing with the strategy to get a feel for it. However, I've yet to get a golden age once, which is really weird for me, because normally it's pretty easy to hit a golden age in the classical era. or except for with this strategy, it's different because you don't build any, like, part of, I always build a district, or try to at least, that has 3 adjacency, like usually a campus or a holy site, depending on what kind of strategy I'm doing. And with this, we don't build any districts other than our one government plaza and then theater squares, like the whole game, that's it. So obviously we're not going to get the boost in classical era, which makes it easier to get a golden age. So we'll have to see how things go here. Alright, so meanwhile, I think we're fairly safe now with all their warriors and stuff around there, so we should be good to go as far as that goes. We do want to keep an eye on our warrior over here to make sure that barbarian slinger doesn't come. So far so good anyway. Alright, so zoom through there. Again, I'm just poking slowly. I don't want to get too close. Speak of the devil. At least we'll take one hit there and be able to scamper off with our scout. Yeah, so let's get the hell out of dodge. Okay, so next turn we'll cross the river there. Same thing over there.
That's the positive aspect of trade, I suppose.
Alright, so we finished 4 in trade. Oh shit, they're spawning more barbarians. That's so, it's not the end of the world. The only thing they can the only thing they can pillage is our quarry, and that's way back there, so they might not go there. Meanwhile, we will head towards early empire next. Other than that, though, it will be nice to get these up online as quickly as we can, and we'll only need mining for those two, so that will be fine. We'll be able to get those up nice and quick. Let's zoom up there, and then we'll let the scout quickly heal. Alright. Oh, if I was paying attention to our Pantheon, I would have switched out of it last turn. Okay, so for the Pantheon here, hopefully settlers available. Yes! Okay, so we got religious settlements. We're definitely going to take advantage of that one there. So, you again, remember, with this strategy, like, everything is so weird that you don't want culture, you don't want science, you don't want, like, all the things that you would normally go for, you don't want them. So we're going to definitely take the religious settlements here. That the 15% faster expansion rate of your borders is really nice, because it's going to save us a lot of money in the long run, because we need to buy lots of tiles with this strategy. So having borders that grow 15% faster will just be a nice little boost. Not to mention giving that settler out that much quicker is also going to help us out a lot here. However, if our map was different, ones you might want to consider, if you had a lot of, like, appeal and whatnot, you might want to go for Earth Goddess, because you could build up some faith, like, naturally, and then when you do manage to get a golden age in the medieval era, or the classical era, if you're luckier than I am. But anyways, if you do manage to get it and you take the monumentality, then you can use that faith to purchase builders, and you'd have a bunch of it built up by that time, so you could probably get like 2 or 3 different builders or something like that. And other good ones, if you have the Goddess of the Hunt, is actually a really good one, because again, you want to avoid culture. You don't want culture and you don't want science. So, like, all the ones that you would normally go for, like Goddess of the Festivals or God of the Open Sky and all that kind of stuff, you really do not want those. So yeah, but anyways, like I said, here for us, we're going to go with religious settlements. Now, it is going to make this settler a little bit slower, but that's fine. We will take that. And we will try and run this settler away. Okay, so our warrior's almost healed up. I'm gonna leave our scout here for now and let our warrior heal up one more turn, and then I'll move the scout into range so that hopefully they target him. Okay, nice. So next turn we can get that. Let's pop across the river and then heal over there. Yeah, because they will hopefully target the scout if we leave them there, and then we can smack them with the warrior and possibly double team them as well. Ooh, nice, a scout. I always love seeing scouts when my scouts don't have a promotion. We're gonna hopefully be able to attack this guy, and we'll get 8 experience from it. And obviously, because it's a scout, you don't take very much damage. So we might not be able to catch up. Ooh, Monsieur Wilfred Laurier, it is an honor to meet you. Sure, and let's send you a delegation. Okay, so let's check our relationship. It was -5, so that is definitely doable. It's just one of those things. You're on Deity difficulty, you're going to have shitty relationships sometimes, and as long as it's not -7 or -8, it's workable. Anyways, so yeah, our warrior here is healed up, so let's move forward and we'll fortify with the scout, and we're going to move forward 1 tile with our warrior, and hopefully our little trap will work there. We'll skip turn with this scout. Hopefully we'll be able to hammer the scout there and get close to a promotion. Meanwhile, with our settler here, we're going to try and avoid the barbarians. And here we'll be able to settle our city next turn, and then it won't take us very long at all, and our builder here will be able to get those marble up online, and we'll be able to sell them. Meanwhile, you can heal. So we're at 5 at 11. I really would like to avoid a Dark Age if possible. Alright, so they... Here, this... Oh, they might not come out because they're so injured. That's fine. We're going to move to here and fortify. I don't know where that slinger went, but that's fine. With our scout back up there, we should definitely be able to handle it. I'm going to move there. The slinger won't be able to catch us. Worst case scenario, if they do start chasing us, I'll probably run down to here, even though I don't really want to if I can avoid it, because I'd like to not settle too close to her, because if we do get a Dark Age, I don't want our cities to loyalty flip. So, yeah. Meanwhile here, though, we are definitely going to go ahead and settle this city now. Yes. And what we'll do is we're actually going to start with a scout. Yeah, and you go there. I know it's really weird to go so scout heavy. However, it really is important to get out there and meet everybody as quickly as you can with this strategy. Alright, so we don't need masonry right now. Like, we will need it eventually for the pyramids. However, there's no need to have it like this second. It's not going to do anything for us. We're not building any walls. We're not building any battering rams, and we don't need to harvest any stone right now. So we're actually going to switch out of masonry and switch into something else, so that again, remember, for every 2 technologies or civics that you research, the price of your districts goes up, the price of your purchasing land goes up, and we're trying to minimize that as much as humanly possible. So until we actually do need something, we want to avoid things as much as possible. Okay, so let's think about this for a minute. We're going to want bronze working to be harvesting and chopping rainforests and whatnot, so let's start going towards that, because we're going to want to get that city up and running fairly quickly, and it won't be too much longer after that before we actually are able to get our government plaza going and whatnot, so we'll want to be ready for it when it does happen. So somebody built Stonehenge, that's fine. Right, so meanwhile here, let's try and catch up with that scout. Ooh, goody hut. Damn those slingers. Alright, so this scout hasn't got a promotion yet, so we're going to move forward and get our promotion. And then we'll move forward with our warrior. So the slinger is going to come back and hit our warrior. That's fine. We're healthy enough now that we'll be able to tank the shot. And then on top of that, that should get our promotion, I think, when we take the attack. Let's see. Yeah. So we can take the promotion if we have to. So for our scout has their promotion. So we will definitely take the scout's promotion now. And we're going to go with the ranger because there's so much forest and shit around. So we'll take that for them now. I'll take the promotion first. I was thinking about hitting... Actually, yeah. I'm going to hit them first. Because we'll be able to survive a shot from them, and then we'll use our promotion to heal up. And then finish them the turn after that. Alright, so with our scout here, let's get that goody hut. It gave us the experience we needed to get a promotion, so that's nice. So it looks like we are a little bit unfortunate here. The slinger is chasing us. That's fine. They won't be able to actually capture us. And we'll just run down here to settle down there if we have to, or we'll bring our warrior back around and go there. But it is a little bit unfortunate. I'm hoping that, like, we're far away enough now that they just say fuck it and go back towards our capital, but time will tell. Meanwhile, though, actually, now that I'm looking at it, we have enough that, again, normally I would get slingers and things like that, but I don't even care about getting the boost to archery. I'm just so used to, like, in my head automatically trying to get, like, as many eurekas as I possibly can, like, every time I play the game, because it just shaves so much time off your things. But with this strategy, it's just totally different. Like, I don't want that eureka because I don't want the boost. Like, the longer I can delay actually getting all my text, the better it is for me. Like, as weird as that sounds. So I think what I'll do is go for a a warrior here, in order to be able to kill that easier and then get the city settled quicker. Not to mention we have this settler over here as well that's going to be coming in 3 turns. So yeah, we'll grab a warrior, which that'll actually work out okay anyway. So what we'll do is we'll head down here to this one. Oh wait, what's the loyalty like? Oh, never mind, -8. Never mind, we're gonna have to wait for that one. So let's try and find another. Ugh, I don't think there is a good one. Hold on. Cancel that before I forget. Yeah, never mind. We're definitely gonna go for this one here, and build that city up. We'll have to wait to settle this one here. So yeah. Hopefully that frickin' slinger does just F off and leave us alone. Okay, so meanwhile here, let's go ahead and get that going. And then let's sell it off to whoever will give us the most money. He'll do 6 and 2, and you, madame. 4. Alright, so we're definitely gonna go with Willie. Oh, and he's got open borders, so we'll take that from him too. But I'll take bulk gold instead of the gold per turn, and that way we'll be able to purchase. Hold on, let's see if she has. No, see, she doesn't have early empire yet, so we can't pay for open borders with her to improve our relationship. But anyways, the reason why I got the bulk gold rather than gold per turn is so that we can come here and let's go ahead and scoop up that. And we want the city to grow as quickly as we can, so let's pick up this too. So you know what, normally I would go for the luxury to sell the luxury. However, I'm actually going to get the horses online first, because I want that city to grow, so we can start actually being productive. Other than that, though, I think the scouts healed up enough. We'll just go nice and slow and take our time here. Alright. Oh, thank God. If they... Son of a bitch! As if... oh my God. I should have taken it with the scout and then taken the promotion. Oh. Alright, so I'm moving out of this square so that this slinger cannot hit this warrior no matter what. We will be able to just deal with that one. And then I'm going to run this scout away. Meanwhile, with this warrior, I'm going to head down here to hopefully frickin' be able to deal with them as quickly as I can. And if we manage to get them off our tail over here, and our settler can just go there, then we can escort this settler up probably to that one there, I'd imagine.
Signe is a 250.
Nice. Right, so we're 7 of 11. We're only 4 era score away. What are we looking at? Ooh. Ooh. That's coming up pretty, pretty quick. Alright, I'm going to move here with the warrior. And I'm going to move there with the scout. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Never mind. I was just like, Oh. Oh. Suddenly that looks less appealing to me. Alright. Hopefully we'll be able to squeak up there. I think even if I have to sacrifice that warrior to get that 2 air score, it might be worth it. Avalonia. No, all the new continents are over here, so we're not going to get any air score for that. I don't know. We might actually go into a dark age. Okay, so the slinger did come back up there, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and smack them with our warrior. And meanwhile, let's just try and hopefully we'll find another goodie hut or meet somebody. Something. Alright, meanwhile now... Okay, camp spawned way up there. We'll take the ranger promotion. I think we need it because we're going to need to clear out those camps. So let's go ahead and get a slinger in case I need to get archers. I don't want the tech boost, but I would rather... Hold on, let's see here. Okay, if we move here, worst case scenario, they can move here. They can move there. If I move there 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn, 4 turn. 1 turn, 2 turn, 3 turn. It's 4 turns either way. Let's take the safer route and come down the south side of the mountain. Nice. So, there you go. We got the kill. I think we should be able to survive because I think only this one will be able to hit us. So we'll just retreat out of the way after that. And meanwhile, same thing with our scout friend over here. Alright, And then now, we don't care about good cities, we only care about luxury, so let's go settle that as quickly as we can. Alright. Alright, so we took the shot, that's fine. We still need 2 air score. I'm going to retreat out of the way there. We'll get 1 air score for settling this city because of the floodplains. Oh, wait, no, we won't. My bad. Or wait, yeah, we will because we're within 2 tiles. I'm pretty sure we'll get one here, so we only need 1 more air score. We'll go into the city and heal there. Oh, I just saw a slinger. Okay, so it can't get us, but we might have, let's cancel that in case it auto moves next turn. We might have to run away and get Kabul to help us. Meanwhile, hopefully they don't have any barbarian controls. I'd like to get that guy to heal up. However, I'm more concerned about not getting a Dark Age than about him healing up. Alright, so we're good. They moved there, so we can move here. And then the closest they can come is right there, but they can't do shit before we settle the following turn, so that's fine. Here, we'll heal up there before we attack, and the same thing here. Let's... I guess we'll get him to come down to the south after we heal up a little bit. All right. Oh, perfect. Okay. Beautiful. Never have I been so happy to see you, Monsieur Peter. Alright, so we'll send them to the delegation. We're going to pay for open borders. And let's check our relationship status before I forget. Hopefully it's not a -7. Oh, -8. So he is never going to like us. Be ready for him to denounce us next turn. It's like... Oh, thank God he's so far away from us and we can just avoid him. But that is nasty. A -8. Ugh. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and get a trader here. Let's... I guess we do want to get the boost, so... We're going to move the slinger here so that that warrior will kill itself on us. And let's kill this. This will give us the boost to bronze working next turn when they suicide into us, so that will be nice. And then for our air score, I believe settling the city next turn here will give us +1 air score because of the floodplains. At least that's what I'm hoping. And if not, what I think I might do is actually... They still can't get us yet. So I'm gonna wait. Because if I have to, we can move to here and settle here, and we will get +1 for settling on a desert. But I would ideally not like to do it because I don't want to miss out on chops and whatnot. 1, 2, 3. And we'd miss out on that luxury. I mean, we would get that one, but still. Actually, we get both of those. We'd have 3, 2, and that one. So it wouldn't be the end of the world. However, I'd ideally not like that to happen, if at all possible. Alright, actually, you know what? Never mind. We will settle. Because if it isn't... if we don't get the air score for settling that other city, we'll just send our envoy to Kabul here in order to get the 2... Yeah, we'll get the 2 air score for being the first suzerain. So we'll go ahead and settle, which gave us the boost towards early empire. Alright, so meanwhile here, we're going to immediately start on a builder. Alright. And we'll heal our warrior up there, and same thing now that we know that we've secured ourselves. Ooh, let's move off of the floody waters and heal you up as well. Everybody's all frickin' haggard. But meanwhile, now that we know that we have secured it, I'm just going to tell that scout to stay put. We don't want to get any extra air score. We want to make it as easy as possible to get our golden age in the next era. So we're going to kill this, which will give us our boost towards bronze working and archery. There we go. So that's not too shabby. Again, I didn't really want the boost, except for we're going to need archers in order to clear this camp out. It's going to get crazy. So we'll bring our warrior back in here and heal up. Now let's found the city, and we'll find out whether we need to send the envoy or not. There we go. So I was right, because it's within 2 tiles of the floodplains. We are good to go there. So that is fine, and we will start on a builder here as well. Alright, and so now we'll save sending the envoy to Kabul until next turn. Or sorry, not next turn, until the next era, so that we don't waste the era score. Because we definitely won't be getting a golden age, that's for sure, so. We'll stay here. The warrior won't be able to attack us. Like, worst case scenario, he can move to there. So we'll at least be able to get 1 shot off on him with the slinger.
Bronze is the mirror of the fall.
Alright, so there we go. We got bronze working. That's good, because now we can chop that and place our government plaza there when we want to. In the meantime, let us... It's so weird, because there's nothing, like, we literally... I guess we will want to get towards irrigation, so let's go towards pottery. But after irrigation, that's like the only tech that we want. Other than that, we want to just slow everything down as much as possible. All right. We finished the scout up here, so let's start on a builder, and then meanwhile, let's send the scout up north. Hopefully we don't run into barbarians too quickly. So here we're going to actually attack them, and we'll take 1 hit before we retreat across the river. Oh, nice.
Like air conditioning them.
All right. So, since we're going to be chopping the pyramids out, I don't, like, and we're going to be literally chopping it out, I don't really care about the production and stuff in Paris. So what I'm going to do is actually move it down to here, to Bordeaux, and then we'll send it from Bordeaux to Paris in order for Bordeaux to get the boost, because we want this city to get up as quickly as we can, so that we can start chopping that and have it work out after as soon as we get to state workforce, that we can just chop that and start on it right away. Other than that, though, we did luck out. For whatever reason, they didn't attack us again, so we might as well take another free shot. And then now that we finished that, we'll definitely start on a builder. Yeah, because this should be enough chops anyways. We won't need too many to get that. Now that we do have the governor appointment as well, let's immediately go ahead. Where are we going to want the most? We're going to go ahead and we're going to pick up Reyna first for her land acquisition bonus here, and we're going to appoint her down in Bordeaux because we're going to be wanting to chop like basically every single thing we can chop in here eventually. However, we're going to be chopping the pyramids first, so we will get Magnus, but there's no rush for him because we still need to get all the way to state workforce in order to unlock our Corvée policy card, which is going to give us the boost towards the wonders before we start chopping anything. So there's no rush because state workforce gives us a governor title, and then on top of that, once we start actually chopping this, we'll get another government title once we chop out our government plaza there too. So it'll all work out. This will work out the best in the long run because we'll start expanding a little bit faster once she's established there. And that adds on to that already, that plus 15% that we got. That already adds on to that plus 15% we got from our Pantheon as well. So not too shabby at all. Now let's definitely change our policies here. We're done with God King. I think we'll actually... One second here. Because just the city has to have more than 4 production in order for the builder card to make sense, or to be more efficient. And they have 4, and Capital definitely has 4, and they have 2, but they're about to have more from the trader. So yeah, because like you get 30% from... Oh, never mind. I'm getting ahead of myself. We don't have craftsmanship yet. So we're going to get rid of that. I was, in my head, I was figuring the difference between urban planning here, the +1 production. You need to have, the city needs to have 4 production, which would make it like 25%. Like 1 production would be 25% of 4. So anything more than 4. And the 30% production towards builders is stronger than urban planning, but doesn't matter because we can't even do that at this point. So that is fine. Alright, so let's start slowly peeking our way to the north here, and that's why we were doing it slowly. So they are damaged, so let's see what's around there. We're triggering her bonus, so that's good to see because we're not settled near the coast at all. You can see our relationship. She's pleased that we have few coastal cities. So now we have the -2 and -6, so there's -8 total. So our +8 counterbalances that. So we're actually our relationship is +3. Oh, plus we don't have open borders. G still doesn't have it. So we'll sell her our open borders. Now that we just got early empire, we can actually do that with everybody. So let's definitely go ahead and do that. And we can actually sell our horses too. So let's see who will give us the most money. So 3 and 1 for Wilfred. I'm not doing it to her until we do declare a friendship. Because these guys are all far away, so 3 and 1. So same thing to each of them. I'm not going to be settling that huge desert. Well, I guess I would if there's lots of incense or frickin' other luxuries in there. So yeah, Canada's more important. So let's go ahead and trade to you. Just 1 second here. I want to double check. We don't have any tiles that we're buying right away, right? Well, I guess we do. Yeah. I'll sell for bulk gold, not gold per turn. 65 buckaroos. Not too shabby at all. So now let's try and spend some of that money. So let's get you, and you. All right. Okay, meanwhile, our warrior here is healed up. I guess let's head down to the south and see if there's any goody huts or anything around there. Right, meanwhile, let's hit this guy again. Got us our promotion too. We can finish them off with this warrior, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, never mind. I thought we'd kill them, but we didn't. But either way, we got our promotion there too. Meanwhile, here, let's go ahead and send it to Paris. That is so weird. Why is a farther city only 22? I don't know why, but I'll take it. You know what? The other one's... Paris is safer because, yeah, like the bards, who's to say that they're not going to come in there? So we'll just go to Paris, even though it's 2 turns longer. We should have an easier time defending it and making sure it doesn't get pillaged. Meanwhile, let's poke up here. I don't know why. Oh, maybe there's a blizzard or something. I don't see anybody. Oh, Jesus. Well, we did get 8 experience for that, so I guess that's something. Better than the kick in the nuts, I guess. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our promotions there, and we'll do the same thing here. Alright, so let's kill that one there, and then we'll actually move out. Oh god. Yeah, okay, we don't need to get to irrigation as of, like, this second, but we definitely need to get to archery to deal with these guys. So let's head there right now. Meanwhile, you know what? Ugh, if only that pressure wasn't so bad. This city might not be that bad at all. Depending on if she goes into a golden age or not, that might be doable. Okay, we got boost to sailing and whatever the hell that other one was. I wish we didn't though, because again, we don't, like, we do not want to get frickin' Eurekas and stuff, so that's actually like the worst that we could get, because it's making it harder for us to avoid things. But there you go, we did manage to survive. We are going to, remember, we never retreat. We're going to tactically reposition into the city. We'll go ahead and hit them once, and then we'll probably retreat there. So I'm not sure how experienced you are by any means, so I'll put a link in the top right hand corner if you want. There's a series that has videos with 5 quick tips in each video that you can start improving your games immediately. So if you're a beginner to intermediate player, I definitely suggest you check those out if you haven't already. Other than that though, I am going to put the cut in the video here, so if you haven't already, please do me a favor and leave a like on the video. It really does go a long way towards helping a small channel like me get discovered, and clearly I need all the help I can get. But anyways, I've rambled on enough, at least for this video, so I'm just going to shut up now, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.